Hello everybody, Realm Builder Guy here, and welcome back to Strategic Command WW1 with the Central Powers. On the last episode, of course, we continued our march in Serbia. We kind of held off the Russians a little bit, and definitely held off the French, and are starting our naval superiority in the Baltic Sea. As always, likes and comments greatly appreciated, and I thank every single one of you that is watching this series. It's a lot of fun to kind of test Strategic Command World War I and this Eastern Schlieffenplan or no Schlieffenplan in action. So, last time we left off, I actually just ended recording the last episode because I'm trying to pre-record. As you know, I'm going to be gone for a few weeks here in June, so I'm trying to make sure there's at least some content on the channel. We've got a new unit to deploy, a new submarine unit. And we will, of course, put them here in the Baltic Sea coast. Now, we don't have a ton of reinforcements we have to do. The Russians really didn't do a lot here. We've got a few units we could reinforce. But right now, I kind of want to see where we sit on production here with the Germans. All right, so it is now September. So we've got Zeppelins coming here. Airships coming. I'm still trying to figure out, so we could move. Okay, so that's October. Okay, here are the dates. So it's 1914. So September, 25th September. So in the next turn, we are going to get 2 extra infantry corps. In October, look at all this. We're 5th of October, we're getting a Zeppelin unit. We're getting another naval unit. 12th of October, another infantry corps. 20th of October, we are getting another HQ. This is 1915. And then November, December, we're getting a lot of naval units, more naval units. Okay, we're looking good right now. But I wouldn't mind adding a corps to us. We could do a mountain corps, Alpen or Karpaten, Alpen unit. So these guys obviously are good when we're looking at, let's see here, core. There's no real massive difference. We've got a cavalry corps. We don't really need that. Anti-air. We can add an artillery unit, which may not be bad. That's 300 MPPs. That would eat everything. We can add a rail gun. We can add more airships. We got some more coming. Recon bombers. We got fighters. So they can do strategic bombing. Recon bombers are better at strategic bombing. Ground attack bombers. These are ones I wouldn't mind having. Heavy bombers wouldn't be out of reason. We've got a lot of naval units coming. So I'm not really worried there. Could add a carrier. Don't really need that right now. I feel like we need more infantry. So, let's add another. We could do a detachment. They're not as good as a corps. So detachment, let's call it a division. We can add another detachment, or we can add an entire corps. These guys cost 75 MPPs. I almost feel like we need to just add manpower. They'll be here on the 24th of October. These guys will be in November. We're going to add a corps. I'm going to purchase that corps. Yes. All right, diplomacy-wise, where are we looking here? We got 75 MPPs left. UK is, they're not far away from entering. The Ottomans, Albania is going to come on side of Russia. All right. Belgium is leaning Entente. Bulgaria is leaning towards us. Denmark is, Canada's there. Denmark is neutral. The Netherlands, we want to keep neutral. Sweden. Do we want to add the Swedes? That'd be kind of an interesting twist. If we can bring Sweden in on our side. But Bulgaria would be better because they're already on the front. So we're going to spend the 50 MPP to bring them in. See, the Austrians are also going to spend 50 MPP. So just see it's 5 plus 5, so we got a 10% chance per turn to turn Bulgaria to our side. And as far as purchasing, the Austrians could use another corps. They really could use another corps. So we're going to purchase a corps for Austria-Hungary. Purchasing the Ottomans. They don't have any air force at all. So let's purchase a recon bomber for them. Actually, we can take a look. They've got a recon bomber, and then they've got a detachment coming here. Austria-Hungary. Only thing, they've got a corps coming September, October, the one we did there, and then a few naval units, artillery unit, and then a fighter unit, it looks like. Okay, so I think we've done all we can do there. Now it's time to continue here. Again, we're going to start here and then move forward. I think we can start swinging across. Okay, there we go. All right, so they've made some headway. Now, let's swing over and across. That's an elite cavalry unit. That's an elite cavalry unit. Yeah, but we'll keep them where they are. These guys, we can move in here. That's a 2-1. It's a 3-0. They're entrenched. 2-1, 2-1. We'll have that more powerful corps move through there. Yeah, then that's a 2-3. Let's take that fight. They lost 4, we lost 2, but that was a good one overall. 2-1, that's 3-0. They're entrenched, but that's a 2-1. We'll take that risk, see what happens. They lose 1, we lose 2. So it's exactly as we expected. That's 3-1, 2-2. Let's take that one. I'd like to knock that entrenched unit out of there. That was a big hit. So we'll move them back, actually. These guys need to get reinforced. They can do a 2-1 there. We can move them forward. 2-1, 2-3. Oh, 3-0-3. Yeah. We're gonna hit those guys from here. Move them forward. That's an 0-1. That did nothing. 0-2. Okay, so we pushed them out of there. Now we can move these guys into position there. Move that headquarter here. This headquarter unit will move right there. Recon bomber. Move them forward, just so that they're somewhat in a position. And now we can swing these guys through here. Cavalry unit, stay back there. Okay, so we got Cav here, headquarter there. Plop them forward. God, these are some heavily entrenched units. Oh yeah, they're around Warsaw. If we can break down here. These guys are borderline useless. What are the properties of these guys? The artillery. General spotting, so they're good at spotting and action points. Their attack values are against fighters and bombers. So, I mean, it's mainly going against any air units that might come. So what we need to do is knock those guys out. That's the one, because if we can cut off... that's Warsaw. That's going to be really hard. What if we move here? That's a 2-2. That's a 3-1. We'll move these guys up front here. Can we operate? No. Alright, so we'll move them here further along. 1-3. Try to push these guys out of Lodz. That didn't work. We'll move you back. Move you into position. A 1-3. Alright, we blew them out. Took one hit there, but now we can move forward with these guys. Up to the front. Alright, perfect. Alright, so we displaced them even further. Not much we can do there. That's a 2-1, 2-2 from here. Oh, they took 3 there. We took 2. 2-2. Really got to push them out of there. Big hit, a 3. We lost 1. Let's see. Recon bombers, they won't really be able to do much. Let's see what we can find there. Just a little bit of recon. Start moving these units up front. This elite unit will be nice once they get into the field. So we've done everything we can do there. These guys need to get reinforced. We'll do that. We can move our cavalry unit here. They could do 2-2 against them. 1-3. We'll hit them first with our infantry. That was not good. 2-2, we'll try it. So they lose 2 and got pushed back. Oh, that's good. That's very good, actually. Move these guys forward. Say 1-1. Of course, this is our weakness here. They could break through here, and that's something we just need to be cognizant of. That was a good attack there. 2-1, 2-1. You know what? These guys, we're going to entrench. And we're going to entrench that way. So now we're entrenched on these sides. This is definitely the weak side where the Russians could break through. So let's take... I feel like we need to force march these guys. We'll force march them here. And these guys we will force march over to here. I can reinforce them. Max reinforce there. Okay, now let's move this unit up here. That's 2-0. That's 2-1. We move in there. That's 3-0. Try to hit them from behind. That was a harsh hit, but we'll move back. 1-1, 2-0, 1-1 cavalry unit. Ah, that didn't do anything. Dang it. No, that's not going to do it. What we could do is move them here. This way we can't get outflanked. They can't just break through us centrally here. All right, now down here. We need to get you. We need to get you down here. We will force march you right in front of that unit so they don't get in around us. Are you entrenched? No, but we will entrench you. May as well keep that one as tight as possible. And we will send you into port. We will send you into port. And we will send you into port. Alright, along here. Can't do much with these guys. They're pretty weak and beat up. I mean, we could sacrifice them. No, let's first soften these guys up. A 1-2. They take a hit of 2. We took a hit of 1. 1-1. They are shattered and pushed out. Alright, perfect. Beautiful thing. Alright, we'll move in with you. We can't... Can move them here. Push those guys in there. Move you out and move you in there. A 1-2 against those guys. Oh, that was a really good hit. Really good hit. Move you back and move you down here. Just to keep that strength alive. Move our HQ unit there. These guys are going to butt heads eventually. 1-2, 2-0. Let's see if we can inflict any damage. Ah, no. 0-1. I could move these guys eventually down here. 2-1. We got 1 hit. Oh, 3. That was harsh. That was a rough one. That was a rough one. All right, so now let's move back down here and take a look at the Ottomans. That HQ unit. We're just going to leave those guys sitting there. And we're going to move these guys further. I do believe we need to force march them. Didn't force march as far as I should have. Move these units down here just to strengthen our southern border here. And these guys here along the border with Russia. Odds are the Russians are going to be amassing a little bit here. If we see that, because these are 2 detachments and 1 corps with another corps on the way. That could be enough initially. We may have to send one of these corps over there, but we definitely want to keep Constantinople safe. All right, we're just going to keep kind of sailing along here. Sitting on that convoy route. Okay, these guys need to leave. Need to get them out of there. They are way too weak. 1-6 will sink the French, and we do. Very nice. All right, let's move. Keep moving with this naval fleet. All right, there's enemy contact there. Ooh, 4. That was a bad one. Oh, and I can't even get back. Shoot. Let's dip up north with these guys. Then we'll have to reinforce our naval units. All right, now let's head over here. Down to the French front. Now we could try to attack, but it's just a bunch of entrenched forces against each other. 2-4 here. Yeah, let's see if we can push those guys back. 2-4. Will we shatter them? We do. Now we could move units in. They can't move in. These guys can. And we'll move them in here. 2-2. Yeah, we're gonna move these units all forward a little bit. You know, let's send our cavalry unit up here just to kind of see where things are going. Move that headquarter unit there. Move that headquarter unit there. I mean, this is quite the massed force. Do a 2-2 attack there. Don't really want to weaken these forces, though. That's a 3-2, but not in our favor. Pushing that unit back was good. These guys, can I swap them? No. No, they're just going to have to sit there, and they're not going to do well if push comes to shove. All right, well, we'll just move our subunit here. Let's sit there. Just keep an eye on things. Have these guys just move off the Danish coast. Just keep an eye on things. These guys can all sit here. I think they're okay. Now we will continue with this dreadnought. Kind of moving here. Let's see if we can find another Russian fleet to go after. Well, let's just go in here. 2-1 or 1-2 and sunk. Perfect. All right. You know, if we can just keep the Russians where they are, naval bombardment, that's not really worth it. 1, yeah. Move these guys out. Have those guys come up here. And we may as well start just moving in here. And see what damage we can do. I think we'll move these guys here. We'll move that cruiser and just sit there. Just block that whole area. Those guys can move there, and we'll slowly advance these guys. Because I know we've got Russian Navy in here somewhere. They've got to be in here somewhere. So we're just going to move. There we go. There's enemy contact. Can we do any damage against them? Nope. There we go. Got them sunk. Yeah, we lost a little bit. Okay, there's more enemy contact there. 1-5. If we can destroy the Russian Navy, that would be fantastic. 1-1. I mean, they can't operate anymore. We've got the Russian Navy shut down here. I mean, with these guys, I mean, we've got a destroyer, a dreadnought, and another dreadnought here. I mean, we're just going to keep them in Petrograd and just crush the Russians any chance. Now, there could be... We could have a Russian Navy up here, obviously. So we're just going to send this cruiser through here to see if we can find anyone, but it's not looking like it. It's not looking like it. And now we will end this turn. Long turn, but a lot going on. And I think this was a pretty good one. So there's mobilization in Albania, so we need to keep an eye on that front. Latvian Rifles Detachment mobilized to defend Riga. Albania joins the Entente. All right, so we got another... Novogeorgiysk is under siege. The garrison morale is reduced. All right, yeah, they are definitely under siege. Central Powers advance in Poland. Swings Bulgaria towards the Central Powers. See, if we could get Bulgaria in. Chief of Staff Helmut von Moltke resigns due to ill health. Okay, well, he's probably unhappy. So Erich von Falkenhayn has replaced von Moltke as Chief of Staff. Von Moltke is probably unhappy that the Kaiser didn't listen to him. With the Schlieffenplan. Would be my assumption. That's why he's sick. He's like, you know what? I'm out. Let's see. There's, yeah, French Navy. Yeah, that ship was in difficult position. So they sunk us there. Russians trying to move out there. Yeah, we did leave one position open for them. If they're retreating from Warsaw, if we can take Warsaw, that's one of the major goals, one of the war objectives we have here. That would be critical and crucial. The Russians keep moving here. I mean, that's the key thing. If we can just hold the French, and we've got plenty of troops there, I want to knock out Russia as fast as possible. If we can, and that's going to be really, really difficult. But if we can somehow succeed, we're going to be, like I said, this is the reverse Schlieffenplan. You know, Schlieffenplan was try to go in and blow out France early, as fast as possible. The French Navy there on our coast. A little bit of damage. And hold on the Eastern Front. We're trying to hold on the Western Front. Ooh, that was a bad one. And then, because we didn't entrench, because I couldn't entrench. Yeah, they're going to try to push those guys out. I'm going to have to swap forces if we're still in Metz. We're trying to take Metz, and they do. And they do. They're going to move into Metz, and that, of course, is... Oh, that was a big hit against that cavalry unit. I mean, we could push that cav unit out again. But Metz is one of those victory point, national morale, whatever you want to call it, areas. Yeah, but these are the units that we made the advances last time, and we couldn't entrench. Oh, there's an elite cav unit for the Russians. Hit our detachment there. Corps against corps, and the Russians take a hit. Have to move back. Next corps moves up. A 1-1 there. Not much doing. Not much doing for the Russians here, and I'm thinking we can take Warsaw pretty soon, hopefully. Okay, the French forces massing up again here. And some more... Those Serbian units or those... No, those are Albanian units? I don't know. I have to take a look at that. Okay, they got cavalry moving along. I really want to focus mainly on working with corps. Let's take a look at what those units are. Because those aren't Russian. Are those Albanian? I'll have to take a look when this happens. But ideally we get Bulgaria in the war pretty soon. So they're reinforcing along the front. France celebrates taking of Metz. Yeah, hopefully not for long. So that lowers our morale, which is not good. But we should be able to push that cav unit out of there, hopefully. So Kaiserkai, the 6th Armored Cruiser has been sunk. Our 16th Corps has been destroyed. The 3rd Bavarian Corps has been destroyed. So it's been a tough one. This was a good one for France. This was a good round for the French. All right, so we've got Reserve Corps, 2 Reserve Corps units. So where are we going to put the Reserve Corps? I feel like we need to put them up here on the North Russian front in Memel. And these guys, We really need to help the Austrians out. We're going to push through here. I feel like we're relatively strong there. Let's move them down here to Alpen. I think that should get us through nicely. I'm not going to worry about MPP just yet. These units are decimated up here. Let's see, what can this cav unit do? A 2-3. Or we could move them here against... That's just a detachment. If we can knock that detachment back... that's a 2-1. So they're entrenched, aren't they? Shoot. Well, that's okay. We'll leave them here. Yeah, these guys all need to get reinforced. And that all costs MPP, but we desperately need that. We need them to hold... And these are only detachments. But the good thing is we could still fall back if need be. Move that headquarter unit there. But we do have these cores. So I think we're going to send the 2nd Corps up here. And go against these guys. So they lost 3, we lost 2. I'm going to keep them there. Now we're going to push this core here. That's a 3-0. They're entrenched. These are all entrenched forces. Let's try to push these guys back. 1-3. Okay, we pushed them back, so that was good. Can we do anything here? These guys can entrench. These guys can also entrench. So we're going to entrench here right now. So we're just going to entrench these guys just so they can't break through here and outflank us. So let's move these guys here. Let's do a little bit of recon. Where do we want to see what's going on? Secondary supply. Oh, wow. Okay, here we go. What we got here? We've got a mountain core coming in here. So, wow, they are really amassing here. 2-2. If we could break those guys. Let's take on that cavalry unit. That was a good hit against them. 2-3. That cavalry unit here, 1-2. We can break that cav unit. So we'll leave them there. 2-3. All right, let's move this core up here. Now things are going to get interesting. Let's start hitting Warsaw. Or do we go against these guys? Yeah, they're entrenched, but we need to hit them hard. That was 2 hit against them. Ooh, 3 against us. 3-0, 2-0, 3-0, 3-0. How far can we recon with these guys? Not overly far. Let's just fly them down here. Move our headquarter up here. We have an opening that they could break through right here. The Russians could try to come through here. I don't see this unit moving out. So we're going to move these guys here. See if we can give them a run for their money. 1, 3. That was bad. That was really bad. These guys need to get reinforced to the maximum. Move them. Or can we could elite reinforce them. We're just going to move them here. See, is there anybody else we could do anything with? We could reinforce them. Add 2 there. It's 2-1. See, elite reinforcements can only come if you're already at max, like these guys are. So I feel like these guys we need to... Yes, 18... We need to send them up north. We need to send them up north. I mean, this is a front here we need to strengthen or set them. We'll set them right here because that'll stop any possible Russian breakthrough there. Let's see. Is there anything to see out here? Nope. So we'll move you back. 1-2 against that unit. Not great. 1-2. There, they took 2. We took 1. 1-3 now. That was pretty good. Could move them here to the Vistula. Move those guys in there. They could break in here, but I'm not too worried. We'll move those guys there. There we go. 1-2. There we go. Another one taken. Another one taken. Now we're going to move in here. Actually, we'll move those guys down south. Good. Good. Breaking through on the Russian front. Kind of want to send these guys back here and see what happens. I mean, we can cut them off. Now we can move these guys up top here so nobody breaks through there. And we could push them up. 2-2 against them. 1-2 first with that core. 2-2, 1-3 now. We got 3 left. They got pushed back. Perfect. Now we can advance. 1-2. Let's see if we can break them. We can. Very good. Cav unit did the job. Not much else we can do there, but we will move these guys up. 1-1 there. We can probably break them now here with this cavalry unit. Yes. Very good. Very good. All right, let's move these guys into position here. Don't want to force march you. Operate 18 MPPs. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And we will move you here. Just because I have a feeling the Russians are going to possibly try to break through here. So we've got a core sitting there. All right. Let's look at these guys. Who are you? I have no idea. So we're just sitting there. Could move them into position here. We entrench? I think we do. So we'll entrench in the position here. And these guys all need reinforcements. They're looking pretty raggedy. Not gonna lie. You know, I hate using all those MPPs for reinforcements, but we desperately need to somehow get the breakthrough here. All right, let's try to push these guys out. Bit of a hit there. 1-2, will that break them? It does. We didn't take a hit. So we'll move them in here. And those guys down there. Okay, slowly. I mean, it is plodding along here on the Serbian front. These I don't like. These I want to get rid of. But they are in a difficult position here, sitting in Sarajevo. Yeah. All right, you need to go back to a home port. And then up here, we can reinforce, because we will definitely need naval reinforcements eventually. Okay, so let's just keep cruising along here. And you... just sit on these... Oh, no, that's the British Navy. Not worried about the British Navy just yet. Now we can go back here. These guys will just kind of sit here. I'm okay with that. Let's reinforce these guys. May as well bring them all the way up to max. It's a 0-0. Can we move out and do any damage? Of course, they can do damage to us. Nothing. There we go. We can do a little bit of damage. Gotta keep those French ships out of here. I mean, it's rough weather. Did a little bit of a hit. So we'll just sit here in a shield. All right, so we got a new submarine here. We will send out here. All right, perfect. These guys, did we move them already? Yeah. So we'll go back up this way and just park them along the Norwegian coast. Just to guard our trade interests if we need to. And now heading over to the Baltic Sea coast. Can't remember if there was a Russian ship in here anymore or not. I don't think so. Yeah, we'll just park you right back here. Just sit there. Okay. Let's see if we can do some damage, if we can get rid of that. No, 1-1. Could work, but it doesn't. Yep. There we go. Ooh, that was a hard hit. 1-4. That'll hit them really well. Alright, these guys are kind of stuck, but we'll move them back. Now we can send in this dreadnought and sink that ship. Thank you. You will come over here off the coast of Helsinki. And you, we're just going to park right here, man. Ooh, that was a 3-3. All right, you're stuck there. Again, one of my goals is just to kind of hem in the Russian Navy. Can we sink them? No, but they can hit us hard. No, can't really do much damage there. So we'll leave that. And these guys will continue to patrol, because obviously there could still be Russian naval units here. But it is not looking like the Russians have done much of anything up here in that area. And I think that's... Oh, no, we still have the Ottomans, right? Lest I forget, our Ottoman friends. Those guys stay there. And we'll force march this corps. And these guys will just kind of sit here. Actually, we'll move them... Oh, that was stupid. I didn't realize there was a road. Oh, that's okay. That's an important part right there. And you will sit in Jerusalem. And I think that does it. And that does it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. A lot happened here. I feel like we got... you know, we strengthened where we needed to. Oh, I forgot. Sorry. I forgot France. I forgot the Western Front. How could I forget the Western Front? It just dawned on me. We're going to retake Metz now. With that unit. With that fully strength unit. Almost forgot the French, man. We're not going to take any of those fights because everyone is so heavily entrenched. And we're just going to go through here and entrench every which way that we can. Because we need to hold. Okay, they can't. He can entrench. That's true. These guys cannot. We're going to swap those two units out. And you do that by hitting shift and right click. So yeah, everybody's entrenched. Nobody's not entrenched at this point. And I'm not going to reinforce these guys at this point. We have MPPs we can work on. Almost forgot all of that. Let's look at research for the Germans. 100. Airship development. We can put in some more there. Production tech. That's very important. Yes. And the Ottomans, we need to increase production tech for sure. And what else do we want to develop for them? They got 71 left. I think we're done there. Let's look at diplomacy. We can't do anything with MPPs with the Ottomans there, so we'll go back to research for the Ottomans. And we will put in aerial warfare. Because they really don't have anything. So now this episode is done. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button. As always, I'm Realm Builder Guy, and I will see you next time. Talk to you soon.